Good morning. Welcome, all of you. The topic we are going to have for discussion will be on divine marriage. Divine marriage is the topic of discussion for this glorious morning, of course. It is a great morning, and we are going to have the discussion on divine marriage. It is not only related to the marriage that is divine, and secondly, we will, in the end, will quote few lines on how the divine's marriage have been accomplished in a human form on this glorious earth. So that is the topic of discussion. The topic is divine marriage. We know marriages are done in heaven. It is not made, it is not done and made. It is not made, it is done. So many confusions it comes to us by different critics during the different period of time we have ever seen. Anyway, when there is a topic we are going to have the discussion on marriage, and otherwise we sometimes we feel we quote it as wedding. So this is significantly we'll quote, we'll focus that it is the union of the souls. Very clearly we must know marriage definitely. In the concrete words we can define this is the union of the souls. We have taken it is the union of the minds, or union. Firstly we have taken it is for the union of bodies. Later to some extent we have felt it is the union of the with all vital instincts. It is the union of minds we take. But the thing is that we have forgotten, because in the ordinary consciousness most of the people they don't know what really this you soul is and how this union take place. So for that, mostly we have taken it for granted that this is the union we have taken it is for the vital union or physical union. That's what till the end we have taken it for granted, and with this idea we are moving from the time immemorial. But we must know it is the divine marriage. When we stress upon that immaculate term divine marriage, it must be related to soul. Even if we are not knowing, or we are not conscious, or we are not aware, but we must know this what really this divine marriage indicates, and where is the lacuna or pitfalls of the ordinary traditional marriage, and where lies the problem. So anyway, we are going to have the lacuna problem that has been indicated by the mother. Three or four steps, step by step mother quotes, mother brings out the true figure. Mother quotes initially, to unite your physical lives, the material interests, to become partner in order to face together the difficulties and successes, the defeats and the victories of life, that are very foundations of marriage. What really this marriage is meant, how we are going to define this marriage. Mother quotes, unite your physical lives. Number one, unite your physical lives, that is that unification. A material interest, second. Third, become partners in order to face the difficulties and successes, uh, your defeats and the victories of life. That is the very foundation of marriage. साथ मरेंगे साथ जिएंगे हम तुम दोनों लेला. So we will go together, we will face the difficulties, we must run delighted towards the goal, towards the end, not only in this life, because we will be united, hand catching, holding hand, and hand in hand in a proper manner towards the end. That is the goal of the entire marriage. That's what we have taken. And mother course, yes, that is the very foundation of marriage. But you already know that it is not enough. Ordinary consciousness in the vital sphere, in the vital life, whoever feel and see and take. This is the length and the breadth and the height of the mortal marriage. And if you little bit differentiate yourself, If you can lifted your consciousness up and see the normal traditional behavior and the traditional life and the traditional go of the traditional marriage, you will find it is not enough. That's what. And in the second line, a second format, your mother course, to be united in your sensation. Initially, unity was physical lives, material interest in that way, and it was physical. Again, your sensations, mother course, to be united in your sensations, to have same aesthetic taste and enjoyment, same to have the same aesthetic taste and enjoyments. For what it is going on? From the time of Adam and Eve it is going on. If you can, this is the normal atmospheric level. So if you can go and see the family life of the great gods, even they are having family children and they reign, they tackle the situation, they also exist. That is also there, you can feel no doubt of it. Sri Krishna, he had his family. Lavakusa, Pradyumna, and in Sri Krishna side you have seen, and Lavakusa, in with Ramachandra, that's what you have also seen. So Parshurama was also created from some, these are the things it was going on. They have to have the same aesthetic taste and enjoyment, to be moved in common by the same things, traditional ways, to be moved in common. In common means what normally in common people live commonly, what how they live, one through the other, one through the other, and one for the other. That is what. That great aim we, or a great teaching we have got. We are made for each other, made through each other, and made by each other. One through each other and one for the other, mother course. This is good. It is necessary. That is necessary also. Even you have also seen mother's family and all. Sri Aurobindo also got united, but anyway, it is a divine decision. That is in total. There was a no meeting, no union with Miraville Devi. That what you have listened, you have heard. So anyway, that is good. That is necessary, but not enough. Not enough, because still a lot of things you have to do. Again, after physical, then your senses, physical lives, material interest. Second quote, mother quoted your sensations. Third, mother is trying to explain, to be one in your deeper feelings, to keep a mutual affection and tenderness, deeper feelings, to keep a mutual affection and tenderness that never vary in spite of all blows of life. Whatever you come, most of the time you see, especially exclusively in Indian philosophy, in this Hindu religious beliefs, people have almost, some in the rare occasion you have seen the marriage life also around 70 years, 80 years, 100 years they have spent. So they have that is in bearing all the troubles. They simply look back and they try to maintain, they try to manage, they try to, of course, no, try to overcome. So they have overcome also in spite of all blows of life, and can withstand the very weariness and irritation and disappointments, whatever is coming. Three types of problems are coming. One is weariness, second is irritation, third is disappointment. In spite of all, to be always and on every occasion happy and extremely happy, whatever may come, what problem, what difficulties, what disappointments, and what ordeals are coming, weariness is coming, they simply try to throw it behind, and they want to go and have excitements and occasion. In most of the time, they try to be happy, extremely happy, to be together, to find in every circumstances tranquility, peace, and joy. Under any circumstances, they try to feel tranquility, peace, and joy in each other. That is good, mother course, that is good. It is very good. Not only good, mother course, it is very good, but it is indispensable also, but not enough. But it is indispensable, it must happen, but not enough. still something is there you have to do. You don't know what really to do and how to go it and what is the next step. Normally first is material lives and material interest and physical life. Second, sensations. Third, we have gone deeper feelings. Still then it is gone. You have to front the life, you have to face the life, you have to stay together. That promises made during the marriage or near future of marriage, that must be accomplished. Everything is good, there is no doubt about it. You have to face, you have to brave the situation, you have to go together. Whatever odds, disappointments, worries is coming, you must throw aside. You must try to go hand in hand. You have to confront the question of life. That is good, indispensable, very good, but not enough. Again, it is coming to the thing of the mind. To unite your minds, to harmonize your thoughts, to unite your minds and to harmonize your thoughts and to make them complementary. Mind, from mind the thought is coming. So to unite your minds, two minds you have has to be united. To harmonize your thoughts and her thoughts, both thought of both, so that has to be harmonized and make them complementary, not distinct. It's disjointed, complementary. To share your intellectual preoccupations, to share your intellectual preoccupations and discoveries. In short, to make your share of mental activities. First physical lives, then sensations, then your feelings, then comes mental activity. That to share your mental activity, identical through the windowing and encirclement, enrichment acquired by both at once. So mental activities through a widening, no narrowness, widening and enrichment acquired by both at once. That is good. That is absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary, because you have to share the mental phenomenon, mind and the thoughts of other. There must be harmony. There must be union, and but it is not also enough. Mother quoted for the next time also. Mother quoted. This is not also enough. Still a lot of things to be done, because it is everything whatever we have discussed till now. These are all physical, mental, and vital things. So the next team we have to go for the spiritual and psychic plane. That sort also clearly clarified by my mother. Beyond all that, mind, physical, vital, and mental. Beyond all that, in the depths, not on the surface. In the depths, all the at the center, in the depths, at the center, at the summit of the things. Just imagine, not in a single direction, from multi directions, different angles, from all corners. Mother tries to explain. Beyond all that, in the depths, at the center, at the summit of the being, there is a supreme truth. There is a supreme truth of being. So, excluding my bearing, mind, life, vital, physical, whatever is there, beyond that, in the depths, at the center, at the summit of being, there is a supreme truth of being. So an eternal light, independent of all the circumstance of birth, country, environment, and education. If bearing independent of the all circumstances of birth, country, environment, education. This is the origin, cause of the master of our spiritual development. This spiritual truth, it is beyond all the circumstances of birth, country, environment, and education. So this is the origin and cause, this is the origin, cause, and master of our spiritual development. It is that which gives a permanent direction to our lives. Permanent direction to our lives. This life, what we are leading, we are living through. These are also all coming from the temporary feelings. So permanent direction in our lives. It is that which determines our destinies, in which way we have to go, which path we have to choose, where really we have to reach, what is the goal, what is the track, how shall we prepare ourselves. That is what the determination of our destinies. It is in this consciousness that you must unite. With that consciousness only you have to unite. नहीं नहीं तो क्या होगा, तेरे हाथों ने छुआ मेरा हाथ, तूने मुझे कहाँ छुआ. So this type of feelings must not be there. So consciously and consciously you have to you face your unity. You must unite to be one in aspiration and ascension, to be one in aspiration and ascension, to move forward at the same pace with the same spiritual path. That is what initially everything is good, throwing away all contrariety, you are braving the situation, you are going forward, but actually these are all mental, vital and physical things. But here, what you are to be one in aspiration, ascension, to move forward in the same pace with the same spiritual path. That is the secret of the lasting union. That is what Mother quotes. That is the secret of the lasting union. I will try to quote the last line for the second time. So to be one in aspiration and ascension, to move forward at the same pace on the same spiritual path, that is the secret of the lasting union. So, at least from these lines, quotations, definitely there will be a brief idea on what really how the path turns from the ordinary matter, ordinary life towards the higher path, higher state, that is really a spiritual path and a spiritual union. Again, for the last time, we will try to quote the marriage of the divine marriage of the divine, how it is taking place in Savitri. You must have known. I will try to quote 5-6 lines from Savitri, book 4, canto 3, Satyavan and Savitri 411. The wedding of the eternal Lord and spouse took place again on earth in human forms. The wedding of the eternal Lord and spouse took place again on earth in human forms. Then what happens? What is the change? In a new act of the drama of the world, in a new act of the drama of the world, the united two began a greater age, not the worldwide new battle. The united two began a greater age in the silence and murmur of that emerald world. In the silence and murmur of that emerald world and the mutter of priest winds sacred verse. These are the environment, these are the real scenario, that is the nature's grace and presence. Amid the choral whispering of the leaves, love's twain had joined together and grew one. Love's twain had joined together and grew one. When then the natural scenery was actually positive. It was actually very much prepared, and how it was really enriched. That's what we see. Again, Mother quotes, Sri Aurobindo quotes here. The natural miracle from nature we are seeing in the natural miracle was wrought once more. Natural miracle was wrought once more in the immutable ideal world, where in the immutable ideal world one human moment was eternal made. Now itself, this eternal moment, it is made this through this union, through this dependencies, through this wedding. So in the immutable ideal world, one human moment was eternal made. Just imagine how really this works, and what is the fundamental difference between the ordinary human and marriage, material marriage we see here, and what is the basic difference really when we quote, when we see really the divine marriage. Now, normally we don't know how to keep it up. Generally we struggle like anything, because we don't know where it ends and how the how shall run the drama's course. Really, we are totally ignorant, unaware. But the thing is that we must be conscious, because most of the time we are living in a very ordinary vital level. So, Mother course, we feel for that actually we feel marriage is a burden. It is actually a slavery. Mother course, really it is a slavery. Three things are there with a man. Simultaneously, three things are there with a man. If they can be able to overcome, they will escape from the slavery. Mother tries to explain on slavery. No law can liberate women unless they liberate themselves. What makes them slaves? The cause why they are made slaves. Attraction towards male and his strength. Desire for home life and its security. Third, attachment to motherhood. If they get free from these three slaveries, they will be truly be equal to the man. Three slavery, I will try to quote it again. The attraction towards male and his strength, desire for home life and its security, attachment to motherhood. For these, they have been made slaves, and if they liberate themselves from these, they will be equal to men. So again, same thing also, three things, three points are there, slaveries are there with the men. Spirit of possession, first one. Spirit of possession, attachment to power and domination. This is number one. Second one, desire for the sexual relation with women. Third, attachment to the small comforts of the married life. If they get rid of these three slaveries, they can truly be become equal to woman. I will quote it again. Number one, for men. For one, number one, it is there, we know. What is number one? Desire for sexual relation with women. Second, attachment to the small comforts of mortal life, material, married life. Third, desire for sexual relation with a woman. If they try, they will relax, free themselves, get rid of these three slaveries, they can equally become equal to women. For that, actually, here this man and woman, it has been a human creation. It is the earthly creation here. So with this creation and with this ideology rather, so we are moving not only now, it is from the time immemorial, we keep moving in the same pace. Suppose we want to escape, we want to get rid of these problems, these bondage, naturally we will be freed from all the bondage and life will be colorful, no doubt of it. For that to take place, spiritualism, spirituality, and the spiritual path is the only solution. And most of the things remain await, and they it is actually staying with the women, because true domain of women is spiritual. Bande Matram.